friends, I hope so you all are fine. Welcome to my new video. In this video we will discuss about trade. So come to my Google screen and see here what is trade. Trade is a basic economic concept involving the buying and selling for goods and services with paid by the buyer to the seller or the exchange of goods or services between parties. Trade can take place within an economic between producers and consumers. International trade allows countries to expand market for both goods and services that otherwise may not have been available. It is the reasons why an American consumer can pick between a Japanese, Germans or American cars. As a result of international trade, the market contains greater competition and therefore more competitive prices with bring a cheaper product home to the consumer. In financial marketing, trading refers to the buying and selling of securities such as the purchases of stock on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Key takeaway: trade broadly refer to the exchange of goods and services, most often in return for money. Trade may take place within a country or between trading nations. For international trade, the theory of competitive advantages that trade is beneficial to all parties, although critics argue that in reality it leads to among countries. Economics advocate for free trade between nations, but protectionism such as tariffs many present themselves due to political motive, for instance with trade wars. How trade works? Trade broadly referred to transaction ranking to complexity from the exchange of baseball cards between collectors or multinational policies setting protocol for import and export between countries. Regardless for the complexity of the transaction, trading is facilitated through three primary types of exchange. Trading globally between nations allow consumers and countries to be export to goods or services not available in their own countries. Almost every kind of product can be found on the international market: food, clothes, spare parts, oil, jewelry, wine, stock, currencies, and water. Services are also trade: tourism, banking, consulting, and transportation. A product that is sold to the global market is an export, and a product that is bought from the global market is an import. Import and export are accounted for in a country. Current account is the balance of payment. International trade not only result in increasing efficiency but also allow countries to participate in a global economy, encouraging the opportunity of foreign direct investment, which is the amount of money that individuals invest for foreign companies and other assets. In theory, economy can therefore grow more efficient and can more easily before competitive economic participants. For the receiving government, FDI is the mean by which foreign countries and expertise can enter the country. These rise employment levels and theoretically leads to the growth in the gross product. For the investor, FDI offer companies expense and growing, which mean higher revenues. Our trade is the situation where a country spend more one import from abroad than it earn from its export. Our trade represent an outflow of domestic countries to foreign market. This may also be referred to as a negative balance of trade. Competitive advantages: increased efficiency of trading globally. Global trade is in theory also wealthy countries to use their resource, whether level, technology or capital, more efficient because countries are endowed with different assist and natural resources, land, labor, capital and technologies. Some countries may produce and some good more efficient and therefore sell it more cheaply than other countries. If a country cannot efficiently produce an item, it can obtain the item by trading with another country that can. This is known as specialization in international trade. Let's take a simple example. Country A and country B both product cotton, sweater and wines. Country A produce 10 sweaters and 10 bottles of wine a year, while country B also produce 10 sweaters and 10 bottles of wine a year. Both can produce a total of 20 units without trading. Country A, however, take 2 hours of product, then 10 sweaters and 1 hours to produce 10 bottles of wine, total of 3 hours. Country B on the other hand takes 1 hour to produce 10 sweaters and 1 hour to produce 10 bottles of wine, a total of 2 hours. But these countries realized by examining the situation that they could produce more in total with the same amount of resource by forcing on these products with which they have competitive advantages. Country A then being to produce only wine and country B produce only cotton sweater. Country A, by specializing in wine, can produce 30 bottles of wine with its 3 hours of resource at the same rate of production per hours of resource used, 10 bottles per hour. Before specialization, country B, by specializing in sweater, can produce 20 sweaters with its 2 hours of resources at the same rate of production per hour, 12 sweaters per hour. Before specialization, the total output of both countries is now the same as before in terms of sweaters, 20, but they are making 10 bottles of wine more than if they do not specialize. This is a gain from specialization that can result from trading country A and can be 15 bottles of wine to country B and 10 sweaters, and then each country is better off 10 sweaters and 15 bottles of wine each compared with 10 sweaters and 10 bottles of wine before trading. Note that in the examples above, country B could produce wine more efficiently than country A, less time, and sweaters can efficiently. This is called an absolute advantages in wine products, and at an equal cost in terms of sweater, country B may have these advantages because of the higher level of technology. However, as the examples show, country B can still benefit from specialization and trading with country A. The law of competitive advantages is probably attributed to English political. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.